Hello, everyone. My name's Matt Oliveri. I graduated from Webster High School in 1999. I played Little League Baseball as a child. I started working at the age of 14 at a garden store just so I can try and make some money so I could buy a vehicle when I got to that age of 16. And then after graduation, I started working for my father in our family plumbing business. At that point, I thought I had the world at my fingertips. I had snowmobiles, I had jet skis, I drove big trucks. I even went skydiving. I did some crazy things that I look back and go, why'd you do that? But at that point, I thought I was invincible. I'm here to try and help you guys, make you more aware of the situations that are out there, because it is a very distracting place. We think we can show off for our friends, for our girlfriends, and be hotshots. It's not worth it. Because the one day that something does happen, it not only changes your life, but everyone's around you. At the age of 23, and it happened to me. Me and a friend of mine were on our way towards Niagara Falls to pick up a new snowmobile for him. Nice September 10th day, 80 degrees, windows down, radio up, cruising along. As I was coming up to an intersection where I still had the right of way, I saw another vehicle sitting there at the stop sign. And I thought, he's got time to go. As I got closer, I said, ah, he's not going now. But right as I got to that intersection, he went. One thing I always said to myself when I was younger, because I drove big trucks, if anyone ever gets in my way, I'm just going to drive over them. Well, I didn't get to make that choice. My mind made it for me. In a split second, I swerved. I got off the road, and I missed them. But as I tried to get back on the road, I slid across. I caught the grass on the other side of the road, and my tires dug in because I wasn't going straight. And it caused the truck to start rolling. Unfortunately, I was not wearing my seatbelt. One thing I thought I never had to do, because I'm in a big truck. But in that rollover, I got thrown out the driver's side window. I flew about 30 feet. I landed on a stone driveway. In that process, I broke both my wrists. I broke my left hip. And I broke my back. And ended up with a spinal cord injury. I was paralyzed from the neck down. Now, my friend, on the other hand, he was wearing a seatbelt. He walked away with a couple scratches and a bump on his head. But that seatbelt probably would have helped save my life from where I am today. I wouldn't be here talking to you guys because I'd be working, married, kids. The driver that caused the accident got 3 tickets because he was playing around with his radio, not paying attention. Because of the location of the accident, Mercy Flight came. And Mercy Flight took me to Erie County Medical Center in Buffalo. They did all sorts of tests because they had no idea what was going on, how bad everything was damaged. They ended up putting me on a ventilator because I could not breathe on my own anymore. Ten days later, I finally opened my eyes and realized something was going on. Something wasn't right. And my dad showed me pictures from the accident. And I just kept saying to myself, wake up. Wake up. This is a nightmare. But I was awake. Unfortunately, it was true. And all the time that I was in these hospitals, I had more friends and family than I could have ever imagined. Everyone wanted to come say their last words because no one knew if I was going to make it through this. I look back now and I think this is the worst thing that my father could have ever gone through. And I'm sorry for it. But there's nothing we can do now besides make it better. My dad fought for me to get everything that I have today. He wanted me to get started with therapies. So he found a specialty hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, called Shepherd Center. And 2 days later, I was on a medical jet going down there. When I came home from Shepherd Center 7 weeks later, I was happy as could be because I could wiggle a finger and I could wiggle a toe. But that happiness only lasted so long. I realized life wasn't the same anymore. I couldn't just jump up out of the chair and drive over to a friend's house or do the things that my friends were doing at that time. I came home, I needed 24-hour-a-day care. I got down into a little bit of a depression for about a year because it all hit me at once. Because I have to have someone help me do everything. I didn't like going out. I didn't like how long it took. getting dressed. Someone's got to help me do this. Someone's got to shave for me. Also, brush my teeth. I've got to have some help with that. I do still get out. I have my own van. I go out with friends. I go out with family. I go to church every week with my dad. But when I'm out there on the road, I'm always looking around now to see what's going on. I see a car sitting at an intersection at a red light. I'm worried. Is he going to go? I see people weaving back and forth. We get up next to them, and they're on their phones. It's not just texting. It's conversations. Yes, the speaker phones are great, but it's the conversation that you could be having that has your attention and not their road. If there is a phone call you have to make or a message you need to send, pull over and stop. Take a second. You'd rather make it there late than not at all. Like I said, my accident was not my fault. It was caused by another distracted driver. But you have to be aware. You have to try and pay attention. Not only to yourself, but to everyone else around you. When I was driving, I noticed people shaving, changing their clothes, eating. I did that an awful lot. But I thought I was invincible. And I'm not. No one is. I'm here not to scare you guys, but to try and make you more aware. As you get in your vehicles, just try and remember this. Picture me. You don't even have to remember everything I said, but just picture me. I want to thank you for giving me the chance to come out here and tell you a little bit about my story and about my life afterwards. Thanks.